Yo, my people, and welcome to the first episode of Fundamentals. Yo, my people, and welcome to the first episode of Fundamental TV. We are unfiltered, unfabricated, and I'm ready. Yo, my people, and welcome to the first episode of Fundamental TV. We have no filter, we have no fabrications, and we're just about real football discussions. Today, we're going to be talking about transfer talks. The first point that we have is talking about the best signings of the summer and what teams have made the best decisions. So, me personally, if you're going to ask me what teams have made the best moves this year, I would.
You're not going to intro us.
It's all about him. It's all about him, innit?
Everyone show.
Let me go around and introduce everyone. I'm your host, M1. Alright, and then here we have.
We have Nero. Obviously, the favourite non-league baller, Simba.
Dance. Ace, Yaya Toure Jr.
We have Elijah. We don't see him. He walks.
So now that you know who everyone is, and you know the different sorts of personalities here, some footballers, we can get into the discussion. So I'm gonna pass over the question to you lot and be like, who do you think has made the best moves this summer? If you want my personal opinion, I would say it was Spurs. I feel like Spurs have plugged holes in the positions that they needed to fill. So they've bought a holding DM in Højbjerg. They have bought forward players in Bell and Vinicius who are giving big players like Kane and Son rest on Europa League games, and no one cares about that little boys cup right now.
I agree still, because like, most teams, they went for the big names, innit? But I think they went for the positions that they needed for themselves, innit? So, yeah, I think Tottenham probably the team that made those moves, innit?
Liverpool came in clutch as well. Because we managed to get a bargain on Thiago. He's in the world 11, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good. We got it for cheap. And then we got, no one thought would be a big signing, Jota as well. Like 40-odd million. So
I
100.
underestimated that signing.
100. Jota,
no
come on, man.
one rated Jota like that,
You know, he's a player, man.
Come on, you got to think about the price that we got him for, the impact he's made. Come on, man. There's Salah, Mane, and that in the team, and he's already come and made a name from the. Nah, he's doing his thing, man.
You need to understand he's younger, innit? In that squad.
So like 23.
Yeah.
You know what it is? You know, as a man, he will just fit the system, innit? So,
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, because you need to understand it. When Mane and Salah were performing, he came into the scene. He was like, "Raw, like this guy's on joke, fam." So that hat trick in the Champions League, like his debut season with Liverpool, like people didn't really think he was a big name as well.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Why are they spending like 40 million or something?"
Yeah, I can't even like his GA thing. I'm more like, I like players. I'm good on the eye and with players and everything, innit? But his GA has been a mad thing still. Like,
But I
feel
feel like when you look at goals and assists, there's like players who have done better and meant more to their clubs. Like we're all looking at the big clubs like Liverpool and such. But when you look at someone like Callum Wilson and Ollie Watkins, I feel like they mean more to their club than what Jota means to Liverpool. Yeah. Especially Wilson. If he doesn't start, Newcastle aren't scoring. Like they're not scoring. Like when you look at someone like Ollie Watkins, like he just played yesterday and got 3 assists. Like he probably should have scored 2 goals as well. Like
He's done
same
a lot,
time,
100%.
Can you really put that on job? Because with Liverpool, like, they're like a system squad, innit? So everyone's gonna get their numbers.
You got to think about the pressure.
Those type of clubs like Aston Villa and that, it's good. They're relying on 2-3 players. You know what I mean? So
And you got to think about coming into a big team like that as well. The pressure's coming already. The name, it's not easy. You're in place with like Mane and Salah. You're comparing yourself to these guys, and you got to take their spot for 90 minutes, and he's done his thing doing it 100%.
Yeah, the levels are different, innit? Because them man are fighting to stay in the Premier League. Us man are trying to win the.
I mean, Aston Villa are already fighting to stay in the Premier League.
No, you know what?
They're doing it too. They're doing it too.
They're 6th right now, but let's be real. By the end of the season, they're not going to be nowhere.
they're not gonna be nowhere like that.
Like, this is just temporary happiness.
Remember that?
I don't know.
Aston Villa are gonna be nowhere near the top 6, bro.
Yeah,
let's just rub that out right now.
You think? Like, it was like Everton going first, bro. They were first, but no one thought they were going to win it.
Bro, come on.
No. Sam thought they were going to do damage.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna be real. I thought Everton might have made top 4 this season, but they still can. Let's be real. They're still around top 6 and everything. Like, season ain't over. It's still early doors.
What do you think? Do you think Villa's gonna be what, top 10 at least, top half of the table?
Jesus.
Villa.
100%.
Yeah, I think so. 100%, man.
Top 10 is calm for them, but they're not touching top 6. I'm not even trying to.
Top 6. No.
I'm not trying to hear that.
Yeah, but if the form continues, I think they could.
I don't know. It's tight. You know.
Where are they right now?
they're 6th right now, but you've got teams that are out of the top 4. I mean, top 10, like what? Wolves, Arsenal.
That's what I'm saying, man.
What?
That's not.
Hey, but you never know, man. They're still technically a big team, innit? They might come top 10.
No, I don't hear
They'll
it.
come top 10.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
They're shit.
I don't hear it. I don't
They
hear
might
it.
come top 10.
No,
I don't know, bro.
no.
No, the top,
I don't know,
top
bro.
10 isn't a far stretch in it. Don't get it twisted.
But they come
Top
last year.
six-
10th.
No, yeah, but top 6 is different to top 10. You know what I mean?
Top
Innit?
6 is a different game, bro.
Top 6.
Different. Like, bro, the teams in the top 6 are different. Like, they can compete with the world, innit? You've got teams like Tottenham, Man City, Man United. The thing about Man United, you understand, their team on paper is like different, different really, bro.
It's crazy still.
That mad, innit? Like, bro, Aston Villa will have moments. Like, I feel like when they beat Liverpool, they had a moment, innit? Like, very good for them. But like, bro, like, they can't keep that. They can't keep that consistency, innit?
What about when you look at clubs who have signed some young players who might have kicked on, might have not kicked on? So you got people like Sheffield United, of course, to sign Brewster from Liverpool. You've got you've got teams like Chelsea who have signed Havertz, who hasn't kicked on, but he's still a young player. Probably like if you not this year, but in the last 2 years or so, he's one of the best youngsters in the world. So there's teams who have signed young players, like United have signed Pelistri, who hasn't played the game yet, but from everything you see, he's a very talented player. So
Fabio Silva done as well. Wolves, innit? He's definitely that.
He's got
From what I've
talent,
seen.
yeah, he's got talent, but he hasn't really kicked on just yet. He hasn't really shown anything, but you can see the potential's there. Innit?
But I'll be so real. I don't know why Chelsea signed Havertz. They had Mason Mount in the same position.
let's go.
Nah, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real, yeah.
innit?
Havertz is top 5 under 21 players. Havertz.
Not right now.
Alright, bro.
Yo, but in the world, bro, you have to put Havertz in that conversation.
So, you know-
So why would you, as a team like Chelsea, why would you not go for a top player like?
Because you already have a young prospect.
But right now, in the Premier League,
no.
top 5.
Okay,
No,
cool.
look, let me say something
Yeah,
about
from his
Mount.
performances now.
Let me say something about
Been
Mount.
gazy.
Mount, yeah, last year, everyone ruined him, calling him Frank's son, saying, why does he always play, etc., etc. This year, he's been Chelsea's best player in the league.
Yeah,
Hands
been
down.
hard.
He's been one of the best midfielders in the league. Like, there's not many number 8s who play better than him.
Very impactful.
Like, so it's like, when Chelsea went out and signed Havertz is a 10, and Lampard, fucking hate that guy, yeah? Doesn't know how to play. He doesn't know how to play a system. He doesn't know how to play a system. When you go out and sign a player like Havertz, who's wanted by Bayern and Juve and all these big clubs, why would you not want a player like that? Like,
But all these transfers that Chelsea were doing, I said before this last season, I think I was talking to Sam or M1, I was like, you lot need to relax because, cool, you got players coming in, but
You've already got players there,
chemistry is an issue, bro. And now we're seeing it live.
yeah, it takes.
The chemistry
Bye,
has to come.
but you got
saying?
to use the guys you got as well. Like.
Let's be real, yeah. Everyone knows Chelsea have had a very good transfer market. Like,
100%. On paper, they have. On paper,
On paper, we have. Fair enough, but you got to give it time. It ain't even been a season yet. It
And
ain't
when
even
you-
been 6 months with this
And
team.
when you look at the players Chelsea have signed, like Werner and Havertz, they're all still young players. Werner's 24, Havertz is 21. Like these players are still coming. They got 2 centre backs who have gone out on loan who look like very good prospects, like Sarr and then Bemba. So it's like you gotta give these people time. Mendy is a good keeper. Like Kepa, anything's an improvement over that fucking shit. Yeah, but we've made good sign. I don't think you can point to a signing in the Chelsea side and go.
No, the
"That's
Mendy
a
one.
bad
The
sign."
Mendy one's definitely made a big impact already. I
Yeah.
think what we're talking about is like
What
immediate
I'm saying
impacts,
is that
immediate ones, isn't
Before the
it?
start of the season, when you mash out all these guys, like, the way guys were talking, it was like right, the league is a lock with Chelsea.
I mean, at least we didn't spend all summer going after a guy we couldn't.
Sancho, bro.
He needs to come, bro. Don't watch that, innit? Don't watch Messi, innit? He needs to come, bro.
Props to Sancho. I don't think he's in form this season.
Dortmund not on full.
No, but I don't think he's. I can't remember the last time he scored or assisted. I don't really watch it.
Last game,
but I was-
last game, man. Nah, he's done.
You can tell you don't want to
Yeah. Stick to the Prem. Stick to the Prem.
He's not worth the price tag he was that Man United were offering him once before. I don't think he's worth that.
I think that's more because of his future. I think they know what he's going to be in the future. That's probably the only reason. It's hard though.
Dortmund
It's
flop
hard.
still. Dortmund flop because at the time, like Eden said, from his stats were crazy, bro.
Yeah,
So
different.
But let's be
Should've
real, I
been.
feel like Dortmund was like trying to like build something. Like they had players
They're
like
not, bro.
Haaland,
No,
Sancho.
Dortmund-
I know they're
Dortmund
not
are
really like a building team. They like produce players and sell them on and everything.
Like,
But slightly this season, I thought that's what they were going for. Like, they got young talents and everything.
Well, I
You
swear
see
they're like
what they can do
fifth.
with it.
They're like fifth in their league or something like that. Elijah, check what position Dortmund is in the league. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're not. as a team, they're not a good team. As individuals, they're very good. But that's what will take them far. Like,
I don't see Dortmund ever building because like the clubs that come in for them, like and the money they're offering,
Yeah,
like,
man, they're fifth.
can't say no.
Yeah, bro, like,
Come on, bro.
literally, because that used to happen to Liverpool years ago as well. Like, when Suarez dipped to Barca, they just used to nab our players. We could never.
Yeah, you got to become that club.
Yeah,
Yeah, can't be feeding these big teams.
Yeah,
anymore.
man.
None of that, man.
Or like a Southampton.
Yeah, literally. That the way
Literally.
that's why these
Team.
teams don't ever be like the top done teams.
So who else is there? Who else is there? Like, what other transfers are there?
I feel like
I don't know if it was this season or not, but the West Ham player, what's his name?
Souček.
Souček.
Yeah, they signed him in January, but permanent summer.
Yeah,
Permanent
exactly.
summer,
Bro, can't lie. Impactful. He's
Yeah, he's a
been
player
West
still.
Ham is one of West Ham's main players.
Him and
He suits their playing style as well.
Exactly.
who's the right back? They got Kufal. I think he's like him as well.
Yeah.
They're both.
And they got my man from Brentford. I think. What's his name? Simon.
Benrahma.
Oh yeah, the Rama. Him.
What do you think of him?
Nah, it's
I
hard.
don't
Man.
really watch
Oh,
it.
he's a-
Hard,
I know, bro.
Hard, bro.
Hey, listen.
Highlight rules and that, cool. I've seen it, but when he steps in the room,
That's my thing. I feel like he's gonna be one of them.
But you
sorts
don't
of
forget
players.
I need to
it.
see a bit more in it.
How do you make a highlight reel look good? You've got to play good to make the
Yeah,
highlight reel.
but
You know what I
okay,
mean?
but
You
when
just
we
not
grew
match
up-
it.
You know about 100.
You know-
You know about 100.
Once upon a time, Pele's highlight rule was good as well, bro. So anyone, Pele,
Oh, that's Southampton.
Oh, what were you on
not
about?
Pele. What am I saying? Pepe.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's Southampton.
Yeah, fucking.
yeah, like
Oh,
bro,
Pepe.
Fucking.
Yeah, but that's in them
They had no camera this time.
Fucking yeah.
but with him though, his highlight will look good because he played against all them farmers.
That's what I'm saying. So
Anyone
anyone.
in the championship?
No, Pepe.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Yeah, but championship he was doing cold. He played against
That's
Prem clubs as
But you get my
well.
point,
In the
though.
cups,
Anyone can make
in the cups he
highlight
played
reel
against
good, bro.
Prem
Pepe
teams and he ripped them
so
as well.
Pepe played for
Fulham, what did he do to Fulham? Not make that
Fulham
done.
is shit.
Whipped it. Doesn't matter. It's still a Prem club.
So
Like,
me
so he needs to be
personally,
playing in
bro,
the Prem.
I need to see a bit
He needs
more.
to cover himself.
I'll be real.
Yeah, no, he needs to prove himself in the
I've
Prem.
seen
Sure.
two West Ham games where Benrahma's been playing and come off the bench. Yeah, I think he's been impactful.
Well, like
Like-
the United game.
Yeah, exactly.
What, when they lost 3-1?
Bro, they lost, yeah, but he was still impactful when he came off the bench. Like,
Nah, he's hard, man.
he's got,
I rate
he's
him.
got everything. Like, he's a very good number 10.
So we've looked at like different teams and such. Like, of course, we can all appreciate the moves that like Tottenham's made, Chelsea to an extent, Liverpool. There's a lot of teams around the league who make good moves, like Newcastle, etc. But when you look at just an individual, what individual would you say has been like the signing of the summer? So far?
What would you? The 100 Jota, but what would you count? Was it this season that Aston Villa kept Grealish?
Yeah, well, that's not a signing.
No, but his contract was running out now, and
That's
he
not-
was
that's
going
not
now.
a signing.
What talking about?
No, it's not a
that
signing.
from another club, bro.
It's a question. I'm saying, are you going to count people
Yeah,
that
he
you
got his
that you
contract this
retain?
summer. But bro, how do you sign for Aston Villa when you
Okay,
play
does he
for
not sign the paper? So he decided, shut up.
Sign a new
Shut up,
contract,
man.
bro.
You've lost me there.
No, because he could have gone in it. He could have went to like another club for sure, but he stayed. You still got to do something to
Like,
keep
you
him.
hit
man.
Rose with that one.
I'll be real. Jota played the season. Actually, sorry, not played the season. Signing so far.
Now you realise what we're saying on different sides of the room. Because these are the Jota
Yeah,
fans.
nah, Jota and Watkins. That's my two. Jota
I
and
just think
Watkins.
there's been many signings. I think there's 3 signings I can 100% name that are better than him.
Okay,
Which
who's your
are-
best one?
I'd say Højbjerg. I feel like what he's done for Tottenham has been more impactful for what Jota's done for Liverpool.
He's cleaning up, bro. You might have to see
Like
it. now.
he makes Dyer look like one of the best centre backs in the league. When between all of us, we know that Dyer is not that good. But he makes
All of us.
I hate to disagree, but
it's because he plays non-league and Dyer's that sort of player.
Premier League.
Nothing wrong with non-league. I love non-league.
Premier League, son.
Nah, bro, like, come on, man. Look at what Jota's done since he's come in, bro. He's
Done
literally
a lot,
challenged.
bro.
He's challenged the front 3 spot. We needed someone to back up. He's coming there, and now he's looking like.
The only reason why he's challenging it is because
Same
Mane's
time-
not having a very good.
No, what do you mean?
Look like what? 9 games, 5 goals. Like, gee, that's hard. Like, come on, man.
Okay, let me just clarify something.
No, wait, let me use Matchbook because he said Højbjerg came in, yeah. Højbjerg took no goals, no assists. But he's been Look, listen. But he's been impactful. No, just one sec. But he's been impactful to the team. Mane doesn't score assists, but he's always a threat. You always need to double up.
Now let me tell you the difference between Mane and Højbjerg.
I know the difference. One's an attacking player. One's
So your point don't make
okay.
sense.
How many clean sheets have Tottenham had since Ronaldo's come
Bro,
in?
Tottenham have conceded the least goals in the league. So that means something, bro.
I can't. Let's be real. That's right. Still. Højbjerg has been very impactful in it.
No, he
But
has.
To say he's like the best signing of the season.
Yeah, that, I
How
wouldn't
much
say
did
he's
he
the
cost?
best.
Like 15 million, and Jota cost like 45.
Yeah,
There's
but
a big difference in
but
that.
Jota's
Well,
a-
everyone knows attacking price tags and defensive price
Innit,
tags are
come
always
on.
different. You always know you're
Come
going to
on.
have to splash bit.
And where did he come from?
Defenders.
Where did he come from? What club was he? What was his last club?
Southampton,
No. Oh, Southampton. Oh.
good club. Yeah.
I don't know.
That makes
For
sense.
me, Ida mentioned that Ja came in and you got a few goals, but I look at a man like Hammers, bro. Like it's easy for Ja to come into Liverpool and fit into a system like where they're doing well. Everton, they're on the rise. Like Hammers is a good player. He's coming to the system and he's just stringing the play. So I look at
My thing
a
about
man like
Hammers
that,
is that he's like these last 2 months and so you just don't really see him too much. Like he's
Yeah.
had his injuries,
He's been injured.
yeah, but it's like you got to take that away from someone. If you can't play the whole time, there's people who
You
look
can't
better.
say what I'm
Yeah.
injured, bro. Like,
It's unfair, but that's the reality.
Yeah, that's the reality. Like,
Yeah.
Everything
it is
had the
true.
whole
Like,
midfield scrapped and remade. Literally, this season.
Okay, but
yeah,
I would
Alan
argue that
was
Alan has been more impactful for Everton than Hammers has.
oh come on, bro.
Alan
I can't lie.
He's been impactful,
I
but
can't lie.
not than Hammers,
I look
bro.
at
Come on,
Alan-
bro.
I look at Alan the same way I look at Højbjerg. They just clean up and everything. They've been impactful in that way. They ain't got.
So you
no
think Alan's
Yeah.
been more impactful than Hammers?
And Hammers. I feel like beginning of the season.
Beginning of the season, Hammers.
was
Beginning of the
being
season.
I had him in my FPO team, bro. But he was lacking. I
had to take him out.
I had to
Gotta
take
take
him
him
out.
out,
I didn't even know, man. I had to take him out.
Love
He wasn't producing or anything. So.
Just like I just like to let you know I'm winning in FPL. Just saying.
I stopped playing it.
Yeah,
Ever since my dad got injured, bro, that hurt my heart.
During the season later.
That hurt my heart.
But alright, so why do you two think it's Jota then?
Who's you two? Is it Don?
And then Danzen. Because Eden said that his bit. Innit? Like, why do you?
I think the impact that it made. You got to think about how big Liverpool are now.
Yeah.
Mane and Salah, to any player, like I hear Arsenal people say, the price tag about Pepe, pressure, all that stuff. Like it's still pressure. It's still pressure for Jota to come in against what Salah, like top goal scorer, whatever, scoring so many goals. Mane impactful, like to come up against that and still produce consistently, like that's a lot, bro. And he's helped us because when one ain't on form, he jumps in, he's on form. Like
There's only one who hasn't been on.
Yeah, but he's coming. Jota's coming clutch for us as well. We
Yeah,
had a
man.
period where we were sagging.
Yeah, we
had
were
bare
struggling
injury,
slightly.
Our attackers went forward. He came in and bro, for me though, the past 2 games have been sick. Before that, bro, he did so bad.
yeah, man.
So bad. He's coming just there cleaning up for the attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, he was defensive. We're getting memes about defensive strikers for
CDM.
a whole half of the year, bro. Now, like, but then no one was speaking about what Jota was doing. The guy was challenging, innit? And I watch Liverpool every game. He's a baller, man. He's
hard,
a baller. You know what it is, yeah? He gets in positions where Salah gets in, but like Salah doesn't convert all his chances. Jota's conversion rate in those same positions is higher. You can see it as well.
You lot don't appreciate what you have.
No, bro, Salah's
Salah.
a baller.
Salah.
This is why Salah's.
I appreciate him. I appreciate him. I love him. I love him. I appreciate him.
Bro, haven't you heard the rumours? He wants to go, bro.
But they're rumours, bro.
Rumours, man.
I can't lie, if
He's
I'm
not-
Salah, if I'm.
I don't think he's gonna go.
I don't think they're the best team in the world.
Come on,
If I'm
man.
Salah,
How you gonna go,
and I'm
really?
playing for the best league in the world. We just won the Premier League. We won the Champions League last season.
Come on.
Bro,
What else do you want?
what's the place there to go?
What else do you want? Greedy. What else do you
Like,
want?
bro, you know what it is, yeah? It's not like 5 years ago when Real Madrid and Barca were running the scene, innit? Where they were the ones getting all the hype players. Like Liverpool and Bayern are the ones running the scene right now, innit? Real Madrid are not finished, but like they're not up there. Barca are finished.
Only team Mo Salah can go to is.
It's Bayern, and Bayern. Look who Bayern are. They're Sane,
Sane now. Yeah, man.
Like, come on, man. Let me
They're
get
building
this
something
right.
good
Their
as well.
team's Finished, bro. Like, they'll finish any team.
I just think that like you look at Jota and it's like but it's like the argument that you lot use for Hammer is how he kicked on to start very hot. Jota for like the last month or so has not been.
He's injured.
But if you're gonna use it
but
against
if you-
Hammers, you
you
use
have
it
to-
against
you have
Jota
to
as
stay
well.
consistent.
Exactly.
No, I never said anything like that. You just said that he's got.
I didn't say that. I'm supporting him.
Oh,
Me and
you
Dan
just-
said it.
Yeah,
But it's like
yeah,
if you're taking that away from Hammers, you got to take it away from Jota.
Yeah.
When you look at a player like Wilson or Watkins or Højbjerg, you see the difference with when they're not on the pitch and when they're on the pitch. Wilson, not in that Newcastle team, I guarantee you,
No.
they're
Him-
worse than Sheffield United. They are
It's true though,
worse than
because like
Sheffield
we're
United.
watching at all the big clubs.
the big
They made
clubs.
all the
Yeah.
big clubs, yeah. But now Wilson definitely made an impact for sure. I can vouch. And Watkins as well. That's what we were saying. Like with Watkins, come on, like he's done a lot. Like from
Can't like this season. Newcastle made a couple decent signings. Like what they got the fullback Lewis from
Norwich.
Norwich.
They got Fraser.
They got Fraser from Bournemouth.
I won't say this one's the best,
a
but
couple players.
it's helped a lot, especially with Grealish, like having a partner with Barkley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that has helped big
Even
time.
for
bro.
Burnley.
You
Like,
know, think of Ferran Torres. Man City.
I think they're balling, you know.
Bro, what is he, 20?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Baller, man.
I don't think he's been mentioned enough, personally.
Yeah.
Because he's got a few goals, you know.
But you know what it is, yeah? Because he's a winger, innit? Out and out winger. But because City don't have a striker at the moment, they're playing him out of position. So he's not really like, you ain't really seen a lot of him at his best when you've seen him fill in. And that's the thing, he's still doing his thing, he's still getting goals, assists, everything.
You have to remember, it's only been like 3 months as well, of course, with like the shortened start and such. I feel like there's players who have played well, but because of injuries and such, you haven't been able to showcase all they have. When you look at someone like Partey, you can tell he's special. Like, but he hasn't had, like, because of injuries and such, and that whole thing that happened against Tottenham.
But even when he did come in, though.
Bro, I still don't understand what was happening.
But you gotta look at like he's a player.
He's made an impact for sure, man. He has. Even though they're still as low as they are, but he's definitely.
You look at someone like
done his thing when he's coming.
Cavani, he might not be getting as much game plan as before. You can see the difference he makes when he plays, isn't it? That guy is.
I'm still surprised he don't start. You know, I think he's a baller. Every time he's come on, the guy's just demon up front, right? Yeah, the guy can do it. Bro. Whipping the ball, he's gonna get at the end of it. He's gonna challenge it.
You know,
He's a finisher, isn't it?
Cavani was just bought to just add a bit more to our track.
Yeah.
You know, he's just a seasoned veteran. Like, he knows what to do in the box.
That's what makes him so good, bro. He knows what to do, fam. He's got that experience.
You know, fuck Cavani, but he's a baller, innit?
Yeah, Cavani, you know where?
Because literally, how I see it, you know that chance Rashford had against what was it they played against Leicester?
Yeah.
And instead of placing, he smashed it. That was Cavani, bro. Like, I'll put my whole house on Cavani, banging it.
No, it's true, man. I think we spoke about this earlier as well. Like Rashford, like, from I love him to pieces, bro, he misses too many big chances.
Oh no, Rashford's
Too.
No,
bro. Rashford's my guy. Don't get Rashford's my guy, bro. But
Rashford's
he misses too many big chances, bro.
No, but that's what
You know, you can say the same for Mo Salah.
Yeah, but that's what
I say that about Salah as well.
But the thing is,
Oh my lord.
Salah has about like 10. Let's say he has like 10 chances. Yeah, he'll miss 9, but in the last, he'll bang in one good goal, like out of the 10 chances that he has, and that'll be the winning goal. And everyone will be like, "Oh, King of Egypt." Like, bro, like, it annoys me, innit? Because like, if it was anyone else, like a bit more clinical, like let's say Firmino or Jota, they're getting a hat trick, innit?
You know what I feel? You know what? Like, just deviating from the point a little bit, yeah. But I've got to stress this: Liverpool fans don't appreciate Mo Salah enough, man. No. Let me land, bro. You lot don't appreciate that guy enough, bro. Bro, he's got like more goal contributions than games he's played for you. You know how crazy that is? Do you know how crazy that is?
But what I'm saying is, he can be so far clear, bro. If he was more clinical, that's what I'm saying. His stats are sick, but he could be so much more, bro.
But you got to think. I know you're talking about all the chances that he gets and all, but some of them chances he makes himself anyway. A lot of the time he makes it himself. So it's just like, cool. We have to still count them chances, but really and truly, if he didn't make it himself, he wouldn't even got that chance. Like, it's not like someone's putting it on a plate and he's missing. Yeah. It's like he's making it himself.
I don't know what you might think as Liverpool fans, innit? His numbers are like astronomical. But,
yeah, bro. Like, crazy.
I think the reason why some Liverpool fans feel that way is that his gameplay sometimes is, bro, like it's all over the place. Like,
but if it works, it works. Like,
you know, but I'm saying the reason.
I'm saying ricochets, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Try to pass it, come off one player, come off 2, and then he scores.
And if he's not scoring that, sometimes I watch him, I'm feeling that. What is he really like?
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying?
This is back to my point with Mane. Yeah? Mane doesn't. If he doesn't score assists, he's a dog on that pitch, bro.
I don't disagree.
I think it's the working hard element. I think that's what people are talking about. It's the working hard.
Yeah, Mane works very hard, but he's not
as hard. Like.
Yeah, but you can't take out Salah as well. The guy,
like,
he don't stop as well, innit? Like when he's on form, bro, or if he's just active, doesn't stop. The guy's an animal as well, man. But he's just like, you know, he's like a demon, bro. This guy, he will just take it. Every chance he will grab, he'll take it. We will try taking it.
Why?
No, because he's not deep. No, because he's not. No, you know what it is, bro. Because if Mane's in no position, he'll try either. In his head, he'll try assist. He will try to look for an assist as well at the same time.
How do you know?
Trust me, bro.
Are you Mane?
Are you Mane?
No, bro. You know, I'll tell you. I'll give you a perfect example here. You remember that time when Mane was beefing Salah because he didn't sweat at him. It was
against Burnley, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so, innit? Mane was always going to sweat that because he's doing it for the team, but Salah just looking to just like score and score, fam.
But bro,
care.
I think
I
personally,
forgot, though, innit?
personally, I feel like when you're a player who's scoring 30 odd goals or 35 odd goals a season, you have to be given that benefit of the doubt, because more times than not, you're gonna find the back of the net. If I was next to Lewandowski and he shot and he missed, it'll be like, okay, you're scoring 40 goals a season. I can't shout at you.
But sometimes it does get silly with Salah, bro, because I'm seeing there's 3 man around him. He's still trying to lick it between man's leg and.
I just think that's a
Bro,
perception, though.
sometimes late, bro, and then that way you're getting your little 10 assists on the side of your goals,
I understand, bro. For winning like 3-1, 3-0 or something, innit? Calm. You want to get your goals in, innit? Like, I don't blame him, innit? But like when it's like 0-0, 75th minute, I'm seeing him trying to do a mazza, like baking it. Relax.
Hey, you man, cool. Back to the transfer talk, yeah. What you lot think about?
That's a job,
Bro,
man.
it's all mad. I can't lie, bro.
Or Gareth Bale.
It's all mad.
Gareth Bale's just, he's just a
I don't know what that people thought. Like he was gonna come and do a match on that 20. When was he here before? 2013.
No, back in the
Yeah,
day.
like, it wasn't gonna be that. He hasn't been kicking ball. Like he looks a bit slow. Like
I
sluggish.
was one
Like.
of the hopeful people.
Yeah,
Gareth Bale back at Tottenham. He's back at his happy place and everything.
I thought,
Yeah, I want to cut as well.
cutting
but-
top bids.
Bro, you need to understand the attacking lineup: Son, Kane, and Bale.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
got that. That's
thinking
dangerous.
Bale
Yeah, and the thing is, when you think
Nah.
about it, Bale's the worst player in that start, and that's from 3.
But
So.
you know what's
At the
mad?
moment,
Let's
at
be
the
real.
moment.
Bale, like, he's still one of the best players in the world.
Yeah,
man. He
No,
looks
he's
like-
not.
you look-
No, he's
chill,
not.
chill, let me land. He just looks like he has no desire, so you just don't see it anymore.
Yeah, so that means you're not the best then.
Like he's no, bro. Technically, physically, everything is ugly.
On his game, no. Let's start.
The guy can't even get match fit.
No, on his game, when he's match fit, like on form, he's one of the best players in the world. That guy.
But you can use that argument for anyone.
Yeah, but no, you can't.
Yes, you can. A part of football is consistency, and Bale is not consistent right now. So you can't. He's not even.
Right now, he's no course, but like overall, he's
Yeah, but we
he's
don't
still in that conversation.
like you can't live off nostalgia. Like you can't live
Yeah,
off
but that's
that.
what I was meant to say,
What
like-
Bale did 7 years ago is what he did 7 years ago. What Bale's doing today is driving golf carts and hitting golf balls. Yeah, he's not the same player anymore. You can argue he's not even the second best winger at Tottenham. Like so, Bale, like I just.
But I think he's still gonna be impactful though. Like, just having him.
Yeah, I
there,
just feel like just having him around.
Come off
Yeah,
the bench.
Yeah, that's
His name holds weight.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's my point.
big way. Like,
Imagine just seeing Bale, Son, Kane, your defender going against them.
if I'm a
That's-
defender, I'm scared. I
Yeah,
don't even
you're
know
just-
whether I want to play right back or left back or centre back. Like, it's low.
All right. So to wrap this up, I feel like we should all go around and say who the one player who we feel like is the signing like of the season so far.
Jota.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna go with Justin.
You know you're getting Jota as well, man.
I think it's Jota, but I'm tied between Watkins as well because you got to think about it. Aston Villa, what club they are. Like, fam, they're doing bits, and he's part of the reason. Like, so I'm stuck.
You know what,
You
yeah.
might have to let me have. I might have to just say Watkins. I support Liverpool. I know Jota's a ball already, so I'm just gonna say Watkins because what he's done, innit?
I changed my mind. I'm gonna go Hammers.
True.
So you arguing me for how long?
I'm sticking with Jota.
No, you're not lying, bro. You arguing me for 20 minutes. You said Hammers.
He just wants to
Go. DRT. What? Who you think?
No, Hammers.
Hammers.
He's gonna make good points though, because I didn't really see it like that as well.
I thought-
When you
I-
mentioned Hammers and that, I think
Yeah, man.
Right.
I feel like if you're gonna ask me, I feel like it's Højbjerg. I feel like he's been the signing of the season. I feel like offensive players are just flashy, so you like the flash. But when you look at who means, when you're a left back as well, you should appreciate this. When you look at who means most to their club, when you look at who means more to their club, when you look at who means more to the club, I feel like you have to say Højbjerg.
Jota or Watkins, man, 100.
All right, on to the second part, and in the second part, we're going to be talking about what do teams need to do to improve in the second half of the season. Now, of course, I feel like there's some obvious like areas that you can look at, where it's like Arsenal needs someone who's like a bit more creative because. Bro, at this rate, I don't know if God can save them, man.
But their performance against Chelsea busted the head. But no, I have to.
Call that, so.
No, bro.
I support Inter Milan, as you can see it. So,
Nah, but bro, like, you know, if they lost that game against Chelsea, they were gonna be in the mud.
Then I feel like you've got to look at Liverpool for as good as like Fabinho and Matip and who's the youngster? Williams is his name?
Reece Williams.
Yeah.
As good as they've been at the back, I feel like they need like a proper out and out.
Non-league prodigy as well.
Bro, you know what it is, yeah? You know with Liverpool, we had a mad injury crisis.
Hey, look at him.
We actually
Living.
we found it nicely, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Bro, we were down and out for the count. that was when people were like, oh yeah, like the league's
Yeah,
everyone's now.
literally.
Then you see we're still on top. No Van Dijk, no Gomez. We didn't have.
Missing Gomez isn't that?
Nah, but bro, like, you know,
Fuck off.
he's been seasoned. No, but you know what? He's been seasoned right next to Van Dijk, innit? So even if Van Dijk's not there, he still gets the qualities that Van Dijk has basically taught him.
So like you lot are Liverpool fans. What centre back would you look at and say like we need him in our side?
Bro, you know what it is, yeah? I'm not even too sure. I just saw Liverpool linked with the three, innit? And I like from FIFA, he's 85 rated.
Oh fuck off!
Man said FIFA.
Bro, nah, there's
Don't disrespect the player like that.
Nah,
Please,
you know,
don't.
no. There was that Ajax in it, for example, the one that we played against, the younger, the lanky one. I forgot his name. You know what I'm talking about?
Is he like the
Not the white guy.
What?
The white Ajax centre back.
What? Cooper Mears or something?
Yeah, something. Is this? I can't remember. There was a fast one, innit? Apparently he's sick. Like, I was watching him.
I don't know. I think we do need one that's definitely a ball playing one for sure. Like one that's good with their feet. Like
Take Christensen.
I don't want that. I don't want him. Leave him alone. Nah, but someone that can actually definitely play at the back because that's what's gotten us
Yeah,
out of trouble.
I'll be surprised if you man don't grab a CB in January. So
Yeah, nah, 110%. Definitely need
But I
one.
feel like when you look at your side, for as good as you've been beating teams and such, it's not like teams are not having chances. I feel like
100%.
I feel like if teams were like clinical, like there could be a couple of results going in different ways. And I feel like when you look at like the Leicester game, he completely killed them. Like. But when you look at like the Wolves game, Wolves had like, quite a few chances. Like the scoreline don't reflect the game, but Wolves had quite a few chances to score and such. It's just that maybe if they had Jimenez on the night, then it would have been a different result.
Yeah,
Innit?
we'll see him in this.
So when you look at setup, I feel like you lot have been linked to Upamecano.
Yeah, that's the one.
playoff.
But it's like Man United won him as well apparently, and apparently Real Madrid.
Come on, who do you really want to go to? Man United? Come on.
He's probably thinking
game time.
Game time, yeah.
Thinking, bro, when these men are back fit, I'm a bench man.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
Come to us.
I don't like AC United fans. I don't like the club. I hate
You're
it.
here, bro.
But I'll be real.
Listen,
They're doing
listen.
all right in the table, innit? So it makes
No,
more
don't say
sense
all
for
right,
them to
bro.
go there.
Don't say all right. We're doing good.
Like,
We're doing good.
Don't say quite good.
We're doing good. We're doing good, bro.
Top four.
Listen,
So what do you think you man need? So us man, I think we need centre back, innit?
I'm
Just
just gonna
to
say this,
plug the holes, innit?
Start of the season, if you're gonna say we're fourth with 27 points at Christmas, yeah, you would have said you're mad, bro. We just need a couple more signings. We need a good DM. And we need Murray, a centre back, to come in.
Yeah, you got
Can't lie, I feel like you man
Huh?
have
What?
slap the
McTominay, no, McTominay's a good player, but he's not gonna be the one to. He's not gonna be the one to.
No,
to bring
he's
Man
not
United
good.
back to-
No,
back to
I
the
don't
Man United.
care. Yeah, McTominay is not a good player, bro. He's English, so he gets all Scottish, and he gets heralded like he's amazing. He's not good, man. He's not good. Nah, man.
They're not the same.
Nah, bro. No tech, no nothing. He just runs.
Chill.
Now you're dragging
You're dragging it. I'm giving you.
Hold on, man. You think it's easy to play for a big club like
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Go
bro.
get your boots and show me.
No. McTominay is a very, very shit Henderson.
Nah.
Very, very shit.
That is a
Whoa,
fire,
bro,
man.
relax,
You
bro.
know what's magic? You know what's mad about that?
What's he
That's
done
a
to
bro.
you?
That's a howler.
What's he done to you?
What's he done on the pitch?
That's a howler.
Well, he scored two. He scored two. No, but we did it. McTominay.
Bro, scoring 2 goals don't make you.
No,
I see them coming
you said what is the
division. What's it, bro?
I can't like you can't be shit.
What about Fred?
Yeah.
Wait. What about Fred?
Fred is arse, bro. My man needs to leave the club, bro. I've been saying that. Fred is arse, bro.
You man don't rate him.
Bro, my man needs to go, bro. I've spoken to everyone about this so many times. My man needs to go, bro. Like, I don't.
I don't know what he does. Yeah,
Bro, he's not nothing,
Nah.
No, Bo's got quality. Like,
Come on, man.
Yeah,
He
man.
hasn't-
Yeah,
Come on,
of course,
man.
everyone knows he hasn't reached his full potential. But, bro, Fred compared to Pogba.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, okay. So you're saying you need a DM. So what DM? Like when you look at in the world, what DM do you think? fits your team?
Bro, realistically, right now, I don't know who you're gonna get in January. Trust me.
That's
There's
it's
one
about
name.
Who's available?
There's
It's
one
about who's
name.
available. Like,
There's
I've
one
always
name.
said I wanted to get
Hey, take him to
Ndidi, but I don't know how
Thank you.
realistic that is, bro.
and Didi.
Ndidi, bro. I rate my man heavy, like. I rate my
Nigel,
he's a
man.
good player, bro.
87
So we-
defender.
Oh,
Shut up, man.
Bro, because obviously, right now it's looking like Pogba's gonna leave in it, so we have to start looking at how we're gonna set up our midfield in it. So
You don't think Van der Beek is good enough to replace?
I don't know why you don't want Van der Beek. I'll be
Yeah, you're not even playing, man. Like,
but the thing is, I like when we play with 2 sitting DMs, and Van der Beek is not really a sitting DM, defensive DM. You know what I'm saying? So
He's like an 8-10.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
Nah, but
If-
he's good though. Like.
Yeah, he's good, man. But
Baller, man. Especially.
Alright,
I don't
so-
know how he fits in. Like,
Yeah, I
'cause
think
if we-
it's finding something in it. Yeah,
Because
it's
for
finding
me-
how he fits in.
if I'm gonna say a dream midfield for going forward, I'll say Ndidi, McTominay, and then Bruno at the 10, innit?
Dream?
I can't lie.
No, for now, bro. For now, like, for now.
I thought you said dream.
No, for now, bro. For now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, if we have that, then going forward, innit?
Alright,
What?
cool.
What?
So DM,
What? No, what, bro? What are you gonna say?
Speak up, come on.
bro. Look. McTominay is not a good player, man.
Who are you playing ahead of him?
Bro, if you're telling me
What three you playing in
Yeah,
in the
go
middle?
on.
if Man United is free and if they get Ndidi, ideally, yeah, I'd say you play Ndidi, you play Fernandes, and you play Van der Beek.
No, bro.
Nah,
That's
that's
too attacking, bro.
Van der Beek, no, Van der Beek
What,
and
Van de Beek
Fernandes
as the 8? Or
play one holding and 2 8s.
Yeah, and then it gives license for
Yeah,
Fernando.
then when you lot eventually go get Sancho, because you're gonna get him. When you go and eventually get Sancho, then you have Sancho and you have Rashford and you have Martial. Your team is.
I don't know, man. I'm not with
Nice.
that. I'm not with that. That's too. That's
I just think when you look at Man United, when you look at their teams
What,
from
he
before,
was definitely
used
going.
to-
He's gone.
he's gone.
Gone.
going, he's going,
100.
man. He's going, man.
I feel
Okay,
like,
man.
but I feel like when you look to
You have to
United,
look at him.
Bobby
Like, fam,
has to go.
Pogba's a player, but the midfielder we've been using, that is working. That and
that's true. That's very true.
you get.
So DM, Sancho, who else? You don't need to mention Sancho. We know you want him.
Apart from that, fam.
Centre back. Do you feel like you need a centre back, man?
Do you think you need a striker? Because I feel like Cavani just a temporary fix.
I don't know. I feel like you need a
Nah,
centre
but you got
back.
Rashford, though, young
Bro, but that.
front, man.
I think we need to chill on the attacking signings for now, man.
Yeah, you know.
We got Rashford, we got
You
Martial.
need to settle it.
I don't know if Martial's gonna go or not. We got Martial, we got who else? We got Greenwood. You know what I'm saying? That,
Player.
Yeah.
Danny James.
Player, man.
bro, my man needs to fuck off as well.
He had an awful
And
game.
what? So I'm going for Chelsea. What about Chelsea?
Oh
You want to
man,
go first? Or?
you can
Okay,
go
wait.
first.
Okay, I'm going to be real, yeah. I don't think we need to sign any more players. I feel like we need to change the manager. That's the problem.
You see this?
It's always the manager's fault, isn't it?
Lampard-
No, but let's
One of them goats.
let's be
Chelsea.
honest. No,
Yeah,
let's
they're
be
screwing
honest
Lampard
though. Let's be honest. If Ancelotti was managing Chelsea side, we would probably be
Top
where
of the league,
Liverpool
bro.
are right now. Look what he, like Everton's side, for as good as it is, it's not that good, bro. Like they've missed their fullbacks a lot this year. They're playing Iwobi as a makeshift right wing back. Like their team is actually they have Pickford in goal, who is horrible.
Everton are playing 4 centre backs at the back and they're doing their thing.
Bro, so my thing is that when you look at Chelsea's team, if Chelsea had a better manager, he would get more out the players.
Because we've got ballers, bro.
I think
So what?
I feel like-
What do you want to
like-
happen with Lampard?
no, I feel like the young players work for Lampard. They work hard for Lampard. But when you look at a player like Havertz, or you look at a player like Jorginho, or players like that, they don't work hard for him because they don't have the same connection to Lampard as Mason Mount might have, or Reece James, because they grew up literally just watching him. You know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like it's a different story. But I feel like Chelsea do need to make some signings personally. If I'm Chelsea, you go and get Declan Rice. I don't care what.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Get that
I don't care what it is, and eventually you're gonna need a replacement for Thiago Silva because
Yeah, 100.
he's 36, 37. You're gonna need to go get a centre back. The only thing about the centre backs in the world right now is that
Not a lot. There's not a lot of good ones.
yeah, it's like I don't look at a young centre back and go, "You're amazing."
I'm gonna be real. I feel like Alaba would be a very good signing because he does a good job at centre back. He can do a job at left back.
as well.
Very versatile player. Good on the ball, good defensively. It would make sense for us to get him.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I feel like Chelsea also need like a winger who's fine coming off the bench and playing cup games.
I feel like we've got enough fingers though. Like if we're able to play together, well,
Yeah, but you got that. Do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
But he needs to be getting more
If
minutes.
all our wingers are fit, then we're good there.
No, we're not.
Like what? Pulisic, Ziyech, am I saying his name right?
Ziyech.
Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi. Who else we got? We can play man on the wings. He's not very
No,
good.
no,
I feel like we shouldn't be focusing on wingers.
Why would you?
Yeah,
play
I
Mount
wouldn't say
out
it's your
of a-
focus. I wouldn't say it's your focus.
Why would you play Mount out of a position that he's been the best in the league?
You know, I don't know going that, but
I'm
he's just
saying that
as
makes it.
alternatives, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we might say for Warner though, because bro,
You see the thing
Can't
about
lie.
Werner, yeah, is what.
Hey, them
Gaze.
Look, nah.
My love. Good,
Them videos.
Them videos.
Them videos of Werner, yeah, where he's just flopping there.
Oh, you meant to say compilation.
That's the word, yeah, that one there.
Good.
Funny, fam.
English is not your first language.
It's not my first language. I speak French.
Nah, I feel like Werner is a good player. I just feel like when you look at him, his misses are so bad and so funny it's easy to mock him.
Yeah.
But it's like when
It's
you
like
look
Lukaku, innit? Like when he was doing the
Yeah,
gazy
but-
misses and now
but
he's
Lukaku's
at
probably.
Inter, just smashed it up.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's a top striker.
I feel like and he's played like 70% of his games at left wing. He's a striker. Stop playing him on the wing. It don't make sense.
You see him on the pitch, he's dying to go up top.
Yeah.
All Lampard
He
has to
actually
do
is.
play one up top, Hudson-Odoi or Ziyech when he's fit.
Right now, I don't
And
can't,
then Pulisic on the left, man. That's
can't lie. It looks bad because he's missing like easy
Yeah,
chances.
easy
bad,
chances,
but it's
yeah.
not even his fault.
But the thing is, you see
Can't
the
blame
thing.
him.
Nah,
No. That's where.
Let me mention
that's where you have to
something.
stop.
Not Lampard.
No, let me mention something.
No, bro.
Let me
Him playing
mention
up top
something.
has
though.
nothing to do with him missing the shit.
Yeah, that's I agree with that.
I agree.
But let me mention something
But
though.
he'll be way much more better up top.
Let me mention something though. Like you see the thing about Werner is that if a striker's doing bad but they're getting in the right positions, it's horrible, but it's fine.
Yeah.
When you look at a player like Aubameyang, he's not getting in the positions, he's not even having the chances, etc. So when you compare them, he's horrid. Like Martial at the start of the year wasn't even getting in the positions to score.
No, but
At
the
least
thing is with
Werner is
Aubameyang-
getting into like
Aubameyang
Firmino
though-
when he went through that dry spell, he was getting into them positions. He just didn't score. You know what I'm trying to say?
No,
So-
but Aubameyang though, like he needs some service, bro. Like, and I'm seeing him playing left wing, whatever, all that stuff.
But it's the same
Like,
thing with Werner.
None of
With-
that stuff, man. Put him up top, like he'll. Come on, he's your top goal scorer from last season, like, and you're.
So what do you think when you look at Arsenal's like? Well, none of us are Arsenal fans here, but when you look at Arsenal's team,
None of them want us to come because
when you look at Arsenal's team, I feel like Gabriel is a very good sign.
Hey, that is a very,
can't
very,
lie.
very good sign.
It sounds mad because of the place they're in, but fam, when I watch him,
I'm watching him.
Partey, very good sign.
Yeah.
It's two good signings.
Bro,
Bro.
their team on paper is a good team.
No, they've had a decent transfer window.
Yeah,
But
100%.
I feel like they just haven't signed players in the right positions. They need Ozil, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, no, this
Said
is
it,
why
man.
they just
Player,
don't
man.
forget him, bro. They're dying for creativity and they're just sidelining Ozil like this. That's
But I just
fire,
don't
like-
think he suits their team. If I'm being honest with you, he don't suit
No,
it.
but we haven't, bro. We haven't. When's the last time we saw him? We can't even make a judgment like that anymore.
But I feel like you can.
But bro, the last time we saw, I can't remember. The last time
It's
we saw
like
him.
as creative as Ozil, whatever you want to call him, is yeah. As creative as he is, I just don't think Arsenal are trying to play a system where they're creative on the wings, the same way Liverpool do that, where they're creative with their fullbacks and their wingers. Like you can see it with Saka and Tierney, who are players. I don't know who the hell's on the right. Willian.
They actually bought him as well.
But you could I think that's what Arteta's trying to do, like a play out the back system. So I feel like Arsenal they need a lot. Like
So what do you think they're missing, like in terms of like players? Like?
I thought they need a
I think they need to strengthen their midfield.
Yeah, midfield is slightly weak, man.
Bro, like,
You know, right winger and a cam.
If we're being honest.
The reason why teams like Liverpool are so good, you know, is because their midfield is packed, bro. We can afford to have our attack missing chances because these men are like the engine. They support defense, support attack. Arsenal's midfield are lapsed. They're so lapsed. If they have a strong midfield, they'll be able to go so deep. Like they will provide service for the
So do you
players.
Do you man think it's players that's the problem, or you think Arteta has the
I
players?
know, you know what?
Manager.
I think it's the actual philosophy.
Manager.
All the manager.
I think it's all the
Nah,
not all of it, man.
I feel like Arteta's got a couple of decent ideas, but he doesn't have the players to.
Yeah, bro. They ain't got the mentality.
All right. Let's
I think it's the.
let's wrap it up because I don't.
Last thing I say, no, wait, one second. Last thing I say before we wrap it up, they just ain't got the mindset. Like, they play like victims, innit? You know Liverpool? No, I'll be so real. You know Liverpool, they play, because I don't know you mentioned Liverpool, I watched them. When they play like they're not dickheads, innit? Like, if I got that, they're gonna, like, a player's gonna go past, they're thinking, am I a waste man, bro? Let me take that ball. You can't let them run through them like victims, bro. And then you see Mustafi when you can see, like, like where's my team? Like,
All right.
they run like vickies, innit?
So United, a DM and a centre back.
Liverpool, the centre back.
A centre back.
Yeah.
Chelsea, Declan Rice. Declan Rice, please.
Trying to speak his Declan Rice.
And then Arsenal, just every position.
So wait, the Rice coming. Is that mean Kante and Declan?
No, Kante stays.
What's this argument about Kante cutting anyway?
He's not cutting.
I don't know.
He's not cutting.
Shouldn't be cutting.
So you might think that works? Kante and Declan Rice in the middle.
No,
No, you'd have to pick one, innit? I wouldn't have both of them.
So you have it, bro. 'Cause why are you signing him if Kante's playing?
what do you mean? There's no such thing as too much quality.
So who's gonna play? Who's gonna start? Who starts in the DM for you?
Kante
And where does Declan Rice play?
can play centre back.
Bro, this hasn't been thought through, mate.
Yes, it has.
You
Because
got
Declan Rice
You
plays
said-
centre.
you said Declan Rice.
No, Declan Rice plays centre back all through the youth system. He can play it.
It don't matter, though. That's the use system.
Nah.
All right, cool.
I'm not having
Fabinho
that.
can plug in at centre back. Declan Rice can plug in at centre back.
They're not the same.
I don't know, man. I don't feel.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
feeling that.
Needed like
I don't know.
I don't know. That.
If you're playing with 2 DMs, then cool.
Come on, mate, you have to wrap up. No, we didn't. Wrap that where, G? What's the talking?
We were just talking.
No, this is fun.
I just want to say.
Outro, bro.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yes,
All right, so when you look at different clubs and different top 6 sides, they all need a whole lot of different signings. As Ace said, United need a DM, they need a centre back. Liverpool need a centre back.
Yeah.
Apart from that, your team's pretty much quality, to be fair.
Patterns, innit?
Chelsea, in my eyes, need Declan Rice.
I love that.
Sam, you think?
I think Alaba will be a better signing than Declan Rice.
Yeah, 100%. And then Arsenal need some creativity in their side, but when you look at what they've done this summer, they've done pretty well. Then Spurs are a solid team, yeah, and Leicester are a solid team as well. So we'll see what happens throughout the
No,
transfer.
Leicester need a left back and a right winger. I forgot to mention that. They don't have any left-footed defenders. They don't have a right
Stop
winger.
trying to plug
Who they-
yourself. You're trying to plug yourself.
If you need me, man's here, obviously, I'm in another league team. Had a couple tries here and there. Yeah, but I'm there.
Leicester have Chenki's under, they don't need a right winger.
So yeah, but that basically wraps up the whole thing, innit?
Yeah, we'll see what teams do over the January transfer period, and we'll check back in with it at the end of January.